This conference will now be recorded.
Guys, this is AWS Management Console, and have you first when you logged in directly, this interface is shown you to you, Vinod Kumar, or some other interface is shown to you?
Yes, this is the page.
So, which of the options you have selected and have you seen, and which of the option you go through yesterday?
No, what I've done is I just selected the service drop down and I checked what are
Okay.
the options available. That's it. I've not done any other things. Plan to do it this weekend.
Okay. So this is in compute session. I will going to discuss about the EC2 today. Means I will just give you about this what is the EC2 instance and what will be the AMI of the Amazon Meeting instance. Okay, under compute part.
Okay.
Do you know meaning of compute? Any both of you guys? It's over to you.
It is something similar to import.
Come again.
So something we are trying to implement or import.
It's a kind of thing, but the compute is that as a platform, or we can say is it as a surface where we are depending on wherever our deployment or application or code will depends upon the surface. That's called compute, and it will support for that. So under this, these many services are available. We are going to just discuss about the EC2 Elastic Compute Cloud, Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud. Is my screen is visible to you?
Here is the screen is visible, no issue.
Yeah. So here's a EC2 dashboard. Why we are using these instances? What is mean by instances in the sense? Instances where we are depending and where we are deploying our applications and where we are depending on to be create our infrastructure. Okay, that's called an instance, and instance is nothing but it is a one point where we are deploying our application and where we are running. It's called under also environmental also.
Okay, what is the term
Okay.
elastic? Elastic here, actually, AWS.
Yeah.
EC2 means.
The word itself is showing means it is meaning to you that elastic in sense it will increase or it will decrease. When we are pulling, it will increase, right? The word itself it is briefing about that it is when we will pull, it will elast. So I will tell you that when the instance is created for the one of the customer for the one of the company, if you can say that Flipkart company or Myntra company is there. Okay, they have hosted their data or their application in one instance. Okay, and we are accessing that Myntra.com. For if one festival is came, then most of the users log into the sites. Few of the guys will going to buy and purchase, few of the guys going to add cart, and few of the guys just logged into the .com and they were looking to the items and they will log out. So in the festival time, many of the users going to log into the .com. Then how can server will handle that many of users to access?
I'm sorry, Rajni, I got disconnected and joined back.
Okay. Let's say you are using a Flipkart app.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're using a Flipkart app and you need a server. That Flipkart is already is deployed in one server. Okay. And it is only capable up to 100 users or 200 users to use. If festival is came, one of the festivals came, then Flipkart going to offer many more services, means many more items in a wholesale, means like in a sale.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, many of the users going to log into the Flipkart, and few of the guys only purchase the thing, and few of the guys means putting into add to cart, and few of the guys will log in and will show and will do the time pass, and they will exit from the .com. So as a normal day users and the festival day users are more increased, means in 1,000 users is a server capable to handle, then 2,000 3,000 users are logged into the .com, then how server can handle, and it will show the data to other users. So right, is a point, right? And it is a very difficult to customer, right? And difficult to company, right? So at that time,
Yes, correct.
if it is in a physical infrastructure and you are working as a backup engineer, then you would have to know that when server need to be increased, then we have to attach the extensions, right, and disks, and we have to do a troubleshoot and attach, and everything need to be installed, and right, that can take the time. But here in a cloud platform, it will take a 1 minute of time to add.
Okay, so it will automatically add.
Automatically it will elast. When users are increased, it automatically elast. If you don't want to elast automatically, if you want when the festival is came only, then you want to be add, then it one click away you can add.
So okay, so that point of time, we're going to do that implementation, either to
Yeah,
increase or decrease. So it's
yeah,
not going to add automatically.
yeah. If you want, or you can predefined also. If the 50 users are capable of this server, then 100 users are went. Then you need to be when 100 users are increased of CPU utilization or traffic utilization, you can define there. If CPU utilization is crossed 50%, then you can add another instance like elast this storage.
Okay,
So it will
so
automatically elast when 50 users been logged in.
okay,
Yeah. And see, here is the running instance. Is a instance. See, here are the options there: actions and instance states. Okay. So, Vinod Kumar, do you know about Patti? And Vijay, do you know about Patti and Putti,
No.
Git Bash?
yes, sir. Put is just log in the Unix machines and so servers.
Yeah, Vinod Kumar, it is a one of the software that can introduce to the companies to log it into the instances. Putty can access via CLI very easily. We can connect through that application.
Okay.
You can download it, or if you want to be, I will show you another way. We can connect in two ways. In a company also, we can connect in another way also. Also, if you join in one company, it
Okay.
will very easy connecting from the Putty. Okay, or otherwise I will show you. You can download your Git bash.
Okay.
Okay. So download the Git bash for your operating as per your operating system, 64-bit or 84, 32-bit. Like whatever you select on your Mac or Windows, Linux, Ubuntu, or if you are using Ubuntu, then you can download one for the Unix. And where it is very easy from accessing via Git bash. And few of the companies will you have to know about the putty also.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'll download.
We'll see. Yeah.
So if we launch any EC2 instance or create any EC2 instance, we need to pay for Amazon, correct?
Come again, Vijay. I didn't get you.
No, if okay, so if we launch any EC2 instance or if you're creating any EC2 instance, we have to pay for a company.
Company to
It means
Amazon.
Amazon. I mean Amazon.
Your voice got stuck with this. Yeah. You're not going to pay anything. Why? Because see here, is a free tier eligible. See,
Okay.
free tier eligible. These AMIs are eligible for free tier accounts. You can use and you can terminate in within
Okay.
1 hour. If you're going to use more than 1 hour, he will going to charge you.
Okay, that's what. Okay, so if it is more than
Yeah.
1 hour or 2 hours, we'll be charged for that.
Yeah. 1 hour, 2 hour, you can terminate it, and you are in a safe.
Okay.
Okay. See, once you clicked on the launch instance, and it will give you this AMIs, Amazon Mission Image, AMIs
Okay.
instance.
So we have Amazon. Okay.
Yeah, Amazon Mission Image. Why? Because these are the inbuilt in cloud. Okay. Red Hat Enterprise Services also in built, and Swiss Linux and Ubuntu, Mac, this kind of all AMIs and Mac also. Everything will be available in this cloud. Which are the not providing free tier eligible, they were going to be charge you if you're activated only. Once you click on, then he will going to charge you. These are the AMIs. Okay, and the free tier eligibility. Select this part as a 64-bit. See here, if any of the server having we need a hardware requirements, right? If you are
Okay.
looking into the laptop or your system, or you will going to see the hardware requirements also, right? And software requirements and hardware requirements. If you want to be install a software or OS operating system, then you have to look into the hardware requirements also. It will going to support or not, right? So here also we can look for that. What depends upon the company and depends upon our application, depends upon our storage part, and depends upon our compute. We can select here the parts. Here is a way we are eligible for the T2 tier, T2.micro. CPU is 1 and memory 1 and instance storage EBS, elastic block storage. I told you just before that we can attach and detach the extra storages. That is come under this ABS, Elastic Block Storage.
Okay.
Okay.
See, if my company has 100 users and 100 CPU, and they have some particular need for each CPU, it requires 4 GB RAM or memory and 1 terabyte of storage. So how do we select
Hmm.
this EC2 instance? So EC2, you mean to say the EC2 instance is something like it's going to handle a number of CPUs and users and the storage and memory, etc. Correct.
Mm.
So how do I select this one? So in what
See
pattern I
here,
have to select
here
this?
already he given a one format to you. So if you
Okay.
want how many CPUs, so 36 CPU, 60, 96. If you going
Okay.
for the 96, then the C5 did metal and 192 will be this one and EBS and 25 gigabyte of it.
25 gigabytes.
So
Okay.
and if you're not worthable, means if you're not worthable to for that many users and you are just taken this much of storage, then your cost will be increased, right?
Correct.
So as per your usage only, you can select this many formats. There will be n number
Okay.
of formats are available here. See, you can how many CPUs and VPCs you want and type.
Okay.
See, m6g.log. We,
Mhm.
we we don't even think about this. He also Amazon also is given this mark. See, instance type is disabled. If few more companies are, if, big scale industries are not going to use them, when the big company will request for him, then he will be going to activate for that. If it is not in use, then he will also disable that.
Okay. So I can highlight this as, for example, the 40 users and just go for review and launch. Correct.
40 users.
40 users, you can go for, if in case if my requirement is 40 users and 40 CPU, I can highlight that one. I can go for your review and launch.
Yeah, you can simply
Okay.
say. And next type is see how many instances you want. So one or two or three, you can define here. And there will be the options, purchasing options. I will tell you what are the purpose of the EC2 instances. I'll wait a minute. Yeah, purchase options. On-demand instance, reserved instances, spot request, dedicated host, scheduled instances. On-demand instances in the sense you just wants to be used for 1 hour, 2 hour as per your demand, and you pay for that only. And reserved instance will permanently for you, and means for the specific time or 5 years you just reserve this instance, so you can pay for that only. And spot request, if you want to be create one spot in a like in half an hour or 1 hour, you want to be a spot request and you want to be a spot instance for this specific time in a small means a few time, then you can go for this. And dedicated host, it will be very dedicated for you, and if you once taken, then it will be dedicated for you in the cloud. And scheduled instance, and you can schedule the instance from this date to that date. So these are the purchase options. Like if you're selected for the company and company will going to be pay for the Amazon in these types. And in instances types also. Here we have a types like general purpose, compute optimized, GPU optimized, and memory optimized, and storage optimized. So we are going to be use this general purpose one. See. network. I will tell you about this VPC. This is come under IaaS, Infrastructure as a Service. And do you know about this subnets? Have you heard about heard this word subnet? Vinod Kumar?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah. Can you tell me what is subnet?
It's a IP protocol convert, right?
Yeah. But in a networking part, that will be, and in cloud part, subnet will be this logical boundary to the instances.
Okay.
We are defining our environments under subnets. I'll tell you this part. Just before going to that, I'm explaining these options to you only.
Okay.
Okay. And auto assigning public IP. Yesterday I told you that public IP and private, public and private. What is the difference between public and private? Are you guys aware about the public IP and the private IP? Vijay, do you know public IP? What is the difference between public IP and the private IP?
Yes, Nidhi. To use a common use your server in the public network, you will be assigned the public IP. For a particular network of computers, to use only private users will be assigned private IP.
Okay. Vinod, do you know? How do you understand about this private and
Yes.
public?
If you are using within the network, it will be private. If you are using
Hmm.
outside the network, it will be public.
Mm, mm. Okay, I'll give you the also public IPs. See, here is a go-to meeting app is there, right? If you wants to be access this one, I'll type this https nodes dot go to meeting. Behind this one IP address will be there. And do you know about GoDaddy? GoDaddy is that company that can integrate your IP address to the DNS, means to name domain name service. We can't remember the IP address to access and every website, right? If you want to be access the Amazon, if you want to be access this SBI, if you want to be access the HDFC, then you go. Your means remembering a phone number is a bit difficult to our brain, and how can we remember this 4 octets of the IP address, right? So that's why we just our brain will be easily remember this naming system. So that's why DNS concept is came. So I'll explain about that also. Okay. So auto assigning public IP, when we have assigned use subnet settings enables only. Here is the automatically when we are creating an instance, then public IP will be assigned for that instance. By that IP, we can access uh, in the world wherever you are, if you have internet connectivity. Okay. Yesterday I told you, Vijay, that I will going to tell you about the availability zones.
Yes, Nidhi.
Yeah, we are in a Mumbai region. In
Okay.
Mumbai, we have a 3 availability zones: 1A, 1B,
Okay.
1C.
One C.
Yeah, These three availability zones are available in the Mumbai region. And in which availability zone you have to be deploy and which availability zone you want to be store your data, we can select here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
So availability zone is something like a data center.
yeah.
Okay. So if we are in Mumbai, so the data center will be in either in Chennai or it's in Andhra or it should be in Delhi, for example. So we can, based on what are the zones, the available capacity are there, we can pick that zone, correct? That is you mean to say.
I didn't get you. You just used that word Andhra and Chennai and Mumbai.
See, Mumbai is a place where I'm living. Okay, in case if I want to
Okay.
select a data center, these data center are called as availability zone. Okay, so
Yes.
what are the availability zone I have is, for example, I have a Chennai one availability zone, 1A, and Andhra
Okay.
1B, and Delhi it can be 1C. So if I want
Okay.
to select the data center, either I can select the Chennai, Andhra, or Delhi. Correct. That is what you mean
Yeah,
to
yeah,
say. And
yeah.
based on the
You
based on
can, you
the
can.
based on the yes, based on the what basis I will select it? Based on the speed or based on the space available, what they given to us, on what basis we will select that?
As per your, it is up to you only. If you are creating a infrastructure in Mumbai region, okay,
Hmm.
and in Mumbai region there are the three availability zones are available there, and you are going to be creating a one CADR. There will be one subnet is called CADR. As per that, you can create an availability zone. So
Okay, so there is
I'll
no
cover I'll cover this part. You can get a clear clarity when we are when we are in the topic of VPC, virtual private cloud.
okay, okay,
Okay, and there will be a subnets and EC2 instances. What will be the NAT and everything will be covered on that. Okay, it is a this box. Can you say this box is a region and like the small or the availability zones like 1A, 1A, 1C, like 1B. So Amazon already made an inbuilt availability between these three availability zones within this region. So when we are selecting these options, we are selecting this region. Under this region, we are going to be a create one subnet. Under like this, we are going to be create a subnet. Under this, we are selecting the availability zones. Did you got my point? I think I not explained clearly. Hello? Yeah. See, here these are the availability zones. We can select here. No preference. We can use subnet in any availability zones. So I have selected this. Any of the availability zone, we can create this instance. So here, so why we need this instance? We are just creating a, Linux instance. So why we need further? Why we need this instance? What data I want to be storing this? Right, I'll give you this one. Are you aware about this Linux shell scripting?
No, Rajni, I'm not aware. Self-scripting, no,
Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah. So we are just creating a EC2 instance for our purpose. So we have a purpose, then we are going to be create instance, right? For what purpose we are going to be instance? Then now we are just launching the instance. Then how we can see and how we can check that our instance is got success, and what type of data I can store on it. So I have just here one format that it is a shell scripting format. Okay, it is a like this is a Sambas in Linux. We can call the Samba commands and shell scripting. So user data example. Here I am going to write this. AWS class session 2. So I can, this is my code. Let assume as this is my code or this is my application. So I given this name for this application. So I copy this and place in user data. Okay. Now you can select the storage types also. I think you know Dev XDVA, XVDA of 11 types extensions we can add to the servers in Linux. Okay, I'll tell you in Linux part also. So we can give here size and volume type, general or what. Here also we have a types in volume types. Do you know about the volume, SDD, SSD? If you, what are your laptop requirements, Vinod?
Mine is 8 GB and 126 SSD and 1 GB hard disk.
Yeah. How your laptop having a requirements and the types? Here also we have a volume type. So general purpose SSD. We are using SSD, right? Here also we have a giga in gig format SSDs.
Okay.
Okay, and magnetic standard, provisional IPv6 SSD, and provisional IO PS SSDs, and general purpose SSDs. We're going to be using general purpose. Okay, and size will be the 8. And I will tell you about the snapshot also. Snapshot in the sense it is all it is snapshot. This is the idea of the snapshot. What snapshot is mean by, once you are creating your instance, it will take your snapshot. Means it will store this image. Okay, how your screenshot your pic, and it is the original pic, and your screenshot is one pic is a backup type. Same thing, snapshot also. Then add tags. We can add here tags. 1 minute, guys. So if in a company, if you join in a company, you want to be there are the multiple servers, like multiple EC2 instances are created, like 10 instances are created or 20 instances are created. Then how you are going to be identify these instances belongs to this team or this environment or this particular task. So we have to be identified, right? So how I am going to identify between you both of the guys by name, Kumar and Vijay. Like that we can give your names also, tags and values. like Vijay. Here I can give as a value also, and I want to add another tag like Vijay is a dev environment, and it is Linux for app development, and it is a teamware for provisioning team. Where okay, provisioning team is creating newly implementing the instances. So about deployment, app deployment, like we can give kind of things, and next we are just going to add that who is a manager or TL of this team. I can say Vinod. Then here mail ID or phone number. So if you want to be one of the developer wants to be or one of the dev team wants to be deploy the service in this instance, then he don't know, he don't having access to be deployed and push in this instance. So he will directly contact you by seeing these tags or mail ID or phone number, and this is the team and this is a he is a TL. So I need to contact him, then he will be give the ticket to you to deploy. Did you got my points?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
Good, good. xyz@gmail.com, like this. And next, configure security groups. So here we have a two options: create a new security group and select an existing security group. So if you have already created one security group, then you can use existing security group. Okay. So we are going to be create one. SSH. Do you know about the protocol SSH? You know, Vijay?
This is socket shell, right?
Not socket shell, it's a secure shell.
Okay, secure shell.
Yeah, secure shell. Why we are using this protocol? See, if I see, if a normal times in a normal systems, we can call this as a terminal, right? This command
Yes.
prompt. But in a company, or when the instances and when the Linux or Red Hat or Ubuntu, whatever this services, if you want to be accessed via CLI, command line interface, that could be called as a shell. That interface can be called as a shell. So for that shell, we are accessing via securely.
Okay.
That's called SSH, secure shell. So SSH, what it will do, there will be the RSA key will be there. Okay. For that RSA key, it will encrypted key only. By that, we are just connecting to the shell very secure. If you can see there are other protocols also there. HTTP and HTTPS and Telnet, SSH. I'll tell you HTTP, that also. So what I'll do here, protocol is TCP. Do you know about the TCP and UDP? I think you're from the easy background. You know you're from the AC background, then you can know about this TCP and UDP. No problem. Port range. In internet world, we have a protocols and we have a numbers for that also. So this SSH protocol will run on 22 port. Okay. I want to be access this instance from anywhere in the world. So I'll tell you about the IP addresses also 0.0.0.0/0 anywhere. Vijay, have you seen these formats before in your experience?
Yes, I've seen this format, but I'm not that good in networking part. So basically, these are the formats: 192.168, 0.1.0, 255,
Hmm.
256, subnet and gateway.
See, I tell you right that these are the private IP addresses ranges. You can see in your Wi-Fi also. If you are using your broadband, then you can see your when you are connecting to your Wi-Fi, and it will give you in 192 range IP address only, or in 10 range IP address only, 172 range IP address only. If the range is
Yes.
started between these three, 10, 172, and 192, then that IP address in the private. Except this, there are the other IP addresses like 8.2.2, like 1.130.42.46. These are the public IP addresses. Like this kind of formats are public IP addresses. So, just before someone told that subnet is a network IP, something is told that. I think Vinod, right? Can you repeat, Vinod, that? We can call it as a mask, or we can call it as a subnet. Why this subnet is required and why this last 24 required for this IP? So we can give here as a 22 also, 20 also, okay, 30 also. These are the subnet or mask, subnet mask. Hello, are you following, guys? Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, laptop. Okay. See, here is if you want to be access this IP and the by you can access by IPs in the internet, but you want to be accessed throughout the world wherever you are. So you want to be defined at anywhere. So what? Wait a minute. Vijay is opening something. Yeah, see here. I want to be different from anywhere in the world. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. If you want to be access only single, and if you want to be n, then it will be in internet world. IP address are defined up to one acted as a 255 only. Okay, I have selected this part here. I want to be accessed from anywhere in the world. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want to be I want to be access internet, not via association HTTPS. If you typed an IP address in the Chrome or in whatever your web server, and you have to be access this HTTP. So HTTP protocol number is 443 and HTTP protocol number is 80. Uh, are you aware about this HTTPS and HTTP difference?
Yeah, yes means it is secured one.
Yes, yes. For every when your DNS query is going on, then every query it will change your security key in HTTPS. Nothing but
Okay.
it's a for every accessing type, you are just going to be the protocol is going to be changed the security. So that's why you are very secure. So see, I'll give you one question, and our bank also in public cloud only, and you are going to be access your internet cloud by HTTPS only. Then nowadays hackers are very talented. Then why they are not going to be hack your account?
So we
Is
have
this
second level of
question
authentication.
ever raised in your mind?
No, for that only bank raises the second level of authentication, mobile or secured password.
Authentication and those are the secondary security part. What will be the primary security part? See,
So
one
I'm
of
not
the
aware
hackers
because we are
wants to
using
be,
HTTPS.
yeah. See, I'll tell you, one of the hacker wants to be a hack your account. Then it will be easy for him from cryptography to crack your password.
Okay.
It's very easy to him to crack your password.
Okay.
Or he wants to be, he can crack your phone by installing a third party application in your phone, and he will, when you are typing your password also, he will store backside, and he can type the password also. But why he can't?
Because HTTPS always changes its protocol
Yeah,
whenever
I
you
will
log in.
use the, yeah, you're using a SSL VPNs here by using HTTPS. You just told that socket, SSL instance, secure socket layer.
Yep.
For that socket, when you are accessing that socket on the connection, and it is very secure by the layering, by every layer. Custom SBI, HDFC, whatever the bank, they will going to be defined layers in their firewalls.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why they are not going to be. And your username only will store in internet or in your mobile cache, but your password is not stored in internet or in anywhere. It will stored in private cloud of the bank. When you have entered your password, it will take at least 5 seconds of time to access and open the page. In 5 seconds, it will go into the database and it will see, and it will again redirecting to you. Password will never
Okay.
say in your cache and wherever. If you want to be save in Chrome browser, like save forever, like you just give your manual input, then only it will save. And it will save you in your mobile device only, not in Chrome or anywhere. So that's why those are secure way. So review and launch. Want to be launch. So what I have selected here, all it will showing to me. See tags, what I given here. Instances details, storage. Okay, launch. So wants to be accessed via shell. Okay, so I want to be create a one new key pair. Create new key pair, and I want to give the number or name. What I will give is Tata download key pair. This file will download in .pem format. Okay, then launch instance. Then view instance. This is the instance ID.
So I have a doubt here. So it is a freestyle and it is free for 1 hour, right?
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute.
Okay.
Vijay is there. Okay. Okay. This is the instance ID, and now it is in running state. So I have downloaded this starter.pem file, which is the RSA key pair. Okay. You can see I have selected these options: availability zone, episode 1B, and public IP for DNS. This is the Amazon provided DNS only. And you can see here public IP, v4 IP, and elastic IP. I will tell you about the elastic IP also. Monitoring and security groups files, which are one. Key name Tata, launch type, and time. So I'm going to give this name. Or I'll give you one smart company. Okay, this is for, okay. I have selected this instance for this company. Okay, now the details you can check here. This is the private IP address. I told you the series, then octet will start with this. comes under private. See, 65.0.75 and 205. Vinod?
Yes.
Vinod? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm following.
So now I have given and what is the purpose of I created this instance. So for this company, I copied this IP address and I wants to be accessed after HTTPS IP address. Yeah. What happened? So I have given HTTPS and why it's not taking. It. So now I selected this all traffic now anywhere. So now I want to be access this shell. Previously, when I was creating this instance, I given one shell scripting code in user data format there in one box, right? Now I haven't given.
Okay.
So at the time, if I given there, that's why I have to access this HTTPS directly without you logging into the shell. Now we are going to be logging to the shell now. So where your PEM file is downloaded, okay, Tata PEM file is downloaded, right? Go here
Okay.
and git bash here. Once you have downloaded your git bash and right click here, it will show you git bash.
Okay.
Okay, and go here and you want to be connect this instance. Connect SSH client. Here will be the command to connect. Just copy this, go
Okay.
git bash, right click, paste, enter. Are you sure you want to continue
Okay.
connecting? Yes. Now you are in this. See, in CloudPod, they will going to be maintain the every instance in their availability zones in their inner network by private IPs only. You can see here 172.31 and 12 and 222.
Okay.
So what I'll do? So I have logged as a root user, EC2 user. Yes, yes, Vijay, we have selected Linux. Okay, now what I'll do? So I have created this instance, but with I'm not able to, I have selected all traffic and I want to be accessed. For what purpose I want to access? Copy this. So I have run this code like a developer or what can app development like. I have run here. So now I want to be access this. Select this address. Go here. What I have given?
Okay.
AWS class session 2.
Yes. Okay.
So if you want to be run instead of I run that small shell scripting code, if you want to be run in app development app and you want to be run in a web server on that, and you can access like this. And same just we are typing here is if other SBI and HDFC how we are accessing for this IP address we are converting into a DNS.
Okay.
That was also in there in cloud that route 53 route S3 DNS part. We're going to cover that part also in the end.
Okay. So
And
here,
yeah, go on.
so once we are accessing this IP address, whether that 1 hour will be calculated.
Yeah, it is very, you are in a very safe zone if you are going to terminate in 1 hour or 1.5 hour.
No,
It's a
that means
best
the 1
practice.
hour, the 1 hour it is for per year or per session.
Means I didn't get you 1 hour per your session means?
Okay, so the freestyle version which I'm just going to initiate,
Hmm.
they'll be providing me 1 hour, right? So that 1 hour calculates for entire year or only for one session. Like if I'm exiting more than 1 hour, I should disconnect it. After that, I can connect back.
No, not like that, not like that. You can create a multiple instances and you can run multiple instances in multiple hours. Means every instance is a 1 hour, 1.5 hour. You can terminate those in 1 hour, 1.5 hour. Next time also you have a chance for that. There is no restrictions for that. Yes, that's if you created in the night and one instance and you forgot to terminate and it will be and you logged into after 2 days, then
Okay,
many of the users going to be used in AWS, right? Why he will give you for the free for 2 days?
okay,
Yeah, he will going to charge you. So instead of that, create and do your practice and terminate. Terminate is the best
okay, okay,
option, but don't practice this in a when you're joining a company. If you're joining one
okay,
of the company and make sure that terminate word is a very like villain kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. So we have a other way also to connect via putty. I'll give you one format. You can go through that. So I'll give you the steps to install the putty and generate and Contour access. And why I haven't shown this putty means it will take a bit time to generate the key. Once you generate it, it will be very easy to log in. Instead of that, we are using a Git bash. It will be very easy to log in.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
And we can in some of the companies we are using VPN, and you can if you are using a Mac, then you directly connecting by terminal. We can call it a Windows as a command prompt. You can connect from command prompt also. For that, you want to be go for your directory and where the file is stored, where the file is downloaded. Go into the directory and enter that SSH example command. That's it. See, if you
Okay.
want to be accessed by a putty, download the putty application and open puttygen. If you type like this, puttygen,
Okay.
open this puttygen, and here will be the like generate options will be there. It will take time here only.
Okay.
So once it will generate it and load the data and save the private, I think it will go. Wait. It will take 5 minutes of time, guys, to generate. Okay. So please practice this. It's very if you want. It is very good to you to know about how to connect from the putty also. I will share you on mail this file, the steps how to connect. So I will explain you also before that.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Once you generated is completed, okay, and it will ask you the file which you have downloaded. Okay, select that file here and give the PPK format. Select that file like this. Okay, then if you have downloaded that file in a, I think that file will be downloaded in your first time in your laptop in other format, convert into Word format, and what in this notepad format, copy
Okay.
those whole thing like this. I have opened this like this, Control A and copy and paste in the box here. Save and give as a file name as a .ppk.
Okay.
Okay. Then enter the public IP address. I just type that public IP address in HTTPS, right? Like
Yes.
we
Yes.
give that, and port number will be 22 for SSH. Okay, and
Okay.
here will be option is there SSH. See here authentication key. Authentication key, it will ask you the file. Here browse the file which you have downloaded in PPK format. Okay, and open. You will be prompt like this. Type S and give EC2 user.
Okay.
How many users? We can log in many users, Vijay, like 10, 15. So we are not defined users to log in this instance. If you are in a company, we are just using a free tier. If you are a company, and you can define there how many users wants to be for you from your Gem server or what. No problem, no problem. I think your GoToMeeting having application having something issue. Just reinstall your GoToMeet. No problem. And meanwhile, Vinod Kumar and Vijay, share your mail IDs in chat box. I'll share this file to you. Okay. How you are going to be terminate this instance after your practice? Select this here. Instance state. Stop instance, reboot instance, terminate instance. Terminate.
Okay.
Shutting down, and it will give you like this terminated. Yeah, it got terminated. So yeah,
Okay.
okay. Up to now, are you guys having any doubts?
No. So once you activate it, once again we can use this IP address, right?
Once we can activate it and we can use this IP address. Now I have terminated. Then that IP address has been released, and Amazon will assign that IP address to other instances or other services or who are going to be used now. So see now here.
So if I'm
Now I have
activating once again,
see here. I will refresh here.
okay.
I have terminated that, right? Now I will refresh here. It is searching.
Okay. So if I'm
It will not
activating
give
once
anything.
again,
If we are activating once again, then it will assign, Amazon will assign other IP address to you. If you want to be
okay.
use only single IP address, there is a concept is introduced by Amazon, that elastic IP address. So
Okay.
I will
Okay.
give you that. I will tell you about that concept also. how you can use single IP address for your instance for a specific time. For that, you will be charged for that for IP address. Why? Because it's a public IP address. IP for now, IP for IP address are going to be expired. Now
Okay.
IP is introduced. So
Okay. So for dedicated IP address, I need to pay for it.
yeah, we can use for I'll give you that lab also.
Okay.
No issue. But you once you activate it and do practice and immediately terminate within half an hour or 20 minutes.
Okay.
So do
Okay. Fine.
practice. I'll
Okay.
tell you about that.
Yeah.
So okay. So I think you are clear about the concepts up to now.
Yes.
Okay. Vijay, you can message and join. Okay. Okay. So we will meet on Monday.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.